What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. Today we have a highly requested video, the camera comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and the latest and greatest from Apple, the iPhone XS Max. Now, as we all know, both devices are extremely expensive, so the expectations are also very high. So throughout this video we are gonna check out some daytime pictures and of course some portrait mode pictures. After that we are gonna move on to some nighttime pictures. After that we are gonna check out some sample videos and at the end you can check out some selfies. So starting with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, on the back of this one we have two cameras. The main camera is a 12 megapixel sensor that has a variable aperture, so it can either be a f1.5 or f2.4, and of course we have optical image stabilization, and the second lens is another 12 megapixel sensor that has a f2.4, and this lens is used for optical zoom. Moving on to the iPhone, so on the back of this one we have two cameras as well. The main camera is a 12 megapixel sensor with the f1.8 and of course optical image stabilization, and the second lens is another 12 megapixel sensor with the f2.4, and of course this lens is used for optical zoom just like it is on the Note 9. So I took a few pictures with the zoom lens on the back of each device, and I have to say that all the pictures that I took with the iPhone seem to be a bit better. So first of all, the colors are more accurate, so closer to reality. The dynamic range is also much better for the zoom lens, and overall the sharpness seems to be better from the iPhone as well. So for the pictures taken by the zoom lens, I have to say that the iPhone takes better pictures. Now, just in case you are wondering, all the pictures that you are seeing and you're about to see are taken on auto mode on both devices, so I haven't modified anything, I haven't changed any pictures, so both devices did as good as they could possibly do by themselves. So next we are moving on to regular pictures, so pictures that I took with the main cameras on the back of each device. So for those pictures you're gonna notice that the colors for the pictures taken by the iPhone are more accurate, so closer to reality, so closer to what you're seeing with your own eyes, because the tones for all the pictures taken by the Note 9 are a bit warmer. But there may be a lot of people that actually prefer warmer tones, and then you're gonna prefer the pictures taken by the Note 9. I also find the dynamic range for the pictures taken by the iPhone is better. Not for all the pictures, but for some pictures for sure. As for the portrait mode pictures, well, I think that the iPhone does a better job in certain situations. So I'm gonna let you guys watch so you can see for yourself and make up your own mind, but definitely let me know in the comments down below which phone you prefer for daytime pictures. And we are moving on to nighttime pictures. Well, for nighttime pictures, I feel that the Note 9 does a better job, but the color accuracy is better on the pictures taken by the iPhone, because as we've seen for the daytime pictures, the Note 9 makes all the colors a bit too warm. So if you're looking for a phone that has more realistic looking colors, I think the iPhone does a better job, but the sharpness and the brightness for pictures taken in low light I think is better on the Note 9. So let's check those out. Moving on to video recording, so both devices can record in 4K at 60 frames per second, but we don't get image stabilization at that resolution. Now, I like the colors for the recordings from the iPhone, however I prefer the image stabilization from the Note 9 and the microphone sound from the Note 9. So if I could combine both of them and get one phone, that would be ideal, but as it is, I think I prefer the Note 9 for videos. So let's check those out. We have our first video test between the iPhone XS Max and the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So I'm currently recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, and at this resolution both devices have image stabilization. Now they can also record in 4K at 60 frames per second, but at that resolution we don't get image stabilization. Now keep in mind that it is extremely windy outside, so you may hear some wind aside from my voice. But under these conditions, this is how 4K at 30 frames per second recording from these two devices would look like. We have another quick video test between the iPhone XS Max and the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Once again, I'm recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, and just as before, the image stabilization is also enabled at this particular resolution. Now, there is a lot of wind, not at this particular time, but about now, so you may hear some wind aside from my voice. But under these conditions, this is how a 4K recording from these two devices would look like. And lastly, we are moving on to selfies. So for daytime selfies, I feel that the iPhone does way better than the Note 9, but for low light selfies, I think that the Note 9 does a better job. However, for low light selfies, none of them actually look that great. So let's check those out. It's time to conclude this video. So if you prefer warmer colors, I think the Note 9 will do a better job for you, but if you prefer cooler colors and closer to reality, I feel that the iPhone XS Max does a better job. And I feel that overall the iPhone did a better job for pictures. But what do you guys think? Which phone would you choose if the price wouldn't matter? Me personally, I would still choose the Note 9 because, well, Android versus iOS, but that's a totally different story. So let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you liked the video and you're gonna press that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.